Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO, and today we are playing more Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Now, in the previous video, I grabbed this car to work on, which I was happy to do because it says, oh, parts not discovered, so I'd have to use my OBD2 scanner. This car does not have an OBD2 port. So, all of the problems with this vehicle, or at least with the engine itself, are ones that I have to use the examine mode to find. Which is why I'm working on this one first. Alright, so this one has a bunch of brake issues, and the car is loud. I believe I'm going to work on the suspension, or not the suspension, the exhaust first. Why can't I take... Not the middle muffler, why? That middle muffler. Let me put this one back on. Alright, and both of these have something. Oh, it's the brake, that dealy. So disc brakes are powered by squeezing two pieces of metal on either side of a metal, well, two pieces of something on either side of a metal brake rotor. Drums are instead, fluid is used. Let me take that off. You can kind of see. This thing here squeezes, or basically causes two big shoes to press out against the drum that I just took off. And let me tell you, they are really not as easy as this game makes it seem. Like, there's a whole bunch of springs and clips and all kinds of shit you do not want to deal with inside that drum area. But it's the wheel drum cylinders that need replacing on the back of this guy's car. A lot of older cars had drum brakes, but newer ones tend to have rotors, which is very nice. Alright, that's the back. There was crap up here that needs to be done. Oh, from the engine bay. Shit. I have a feeling, though, that I would have had to take off that other exhaust piece. Oh, right. I need the caliper first. And then the pads, and then the rotor. And I think that was it for there. But yeah, I need to take this off, which, as you can see, it says accessible from the engine bay, which means I gotta put the lift back down. Yeah, I do have to do brake related stuff to here, so. And then the caliper. Yeah, so the caliper squeezes those brake pads on either side of this rotor here. I believe that's it. Can I fix any of this? Not a piece. Alright. So, a whole lot of screws keep on the exhaust manifold, which takes all the exhaust from the different cylinders and pipes it through out of the vehicle. I believe that's it. Can I repair that? No. Getting close to another experience point, though. What the hell do I need first? Middle muffler, 2 drum cylinders. Muffler. Cylinder. I also need front exhaust V8 overhead valve and exhaust manifold V8 OHV. Front exhaust manifold. exhaust manifold V8 and front exhaust OHV. What else do I have? A rotor, a caliper. I got the cylinders, 2 rotors. Alright, 2 rotors and a caliper. Wait. Ventilated rotors, because rotors tend to come... What? Oh, it's considered a brake disc. That's another issue, is even in the search system that the computers at my job use, they don't always know all of the different terms. So it knows rotor, but it might not know disc. So if you search for disc, then it'll just say, oh, well, there's none of those. There's none of those, like, that's not a thing you can get. Alright, so that was that guy. That thing was 0%? Jesus. Alright, let's start up front. Brand new rotor. Decent pads. I'll give you the decent caliper. And then the retro... Did it say retro 12? Yeah, rim retro 12. So that side should be done. The other new good rotor. Pads and the brand new caliper. Alright, and that should be there. Let me put that middle muffler back on. And then there is also way up in here. It's that guy. So the exhaust systems should be finished now. Yeah, so I took a quarter year of each of the different shop classes that my high school had on offer, and one of those was auto shop, and the teacher there basically put the fear of God into me about drums, brake drums. Said they are extremely difficult to do and you will hate them. And so I never envy any of the customers that come in needing stuff for brake drum jobs. Meanwhile, all the brakes and the loud car parts for this one are done. And off it goes. Now then, we get to figure out what in the hell is wrong with this. That's decent. I don't like how many things need to be taken off of the car in order to look at them. I don't have a compressor tester. I don't have an electrical thing. That can be examined on the test track. Now that's all suspension related things. This guy has a tapping sound from the engine bay. And he wants his filters changed at the very least. So I believe I'm going to have to give him an oil change. Where's your oil cap? I'm going to check my money here, 9639. Alright, so it looks like I have a good angle by placing the, basically taking the oil drain thing, and then, nope, stop it. Okay. I was caught on it for a second. But yeah, so you take it, you look straight up, and you kind of put your cursor directly on the oil pan. Alright, so that's done. That is from the engine bay. While I'm down here, might as well take this off. I don't have a compression tester. Compression. Alright, that all visually looks decent. Like, just going by the rust, it seems like those are fine. Or at least fine enough that I don't have to mess with it too badly. So let me put the oil pan back on. Because I honestly... like, the belts and pulleys it said were fine. 48, 47... What the hell would a tapping sound be, though? I was gonna say, where the hell? I need an oil filter, 4 liter. I also need to take off the fuel filter. And... that looks not so good, but it's not that bad. %49 on the throttle. You know what? While I'm here, I'm just going to take off the engine head cover. Like, it doesn't look terrible. 41, that's getting close. 48. $47. 44. What in the hell tapping noise could be? Alright, let me take... Oh, did I not take off all... Oh, I did. That's weird. Air filter. Alright, so I need fuel filter, oil filter, 4 liter, and an air filter. Everything else that I've taken off looks fine. Filter, oil 4 liter, air, and fuel. Alright, so fuel filter goes back, air filter goes on, cover. Maybe I should, maybe the radiator, like, radiator looks pretty bad. Damn it, I need to put the air filter on. Alright. Radiator fan, 26, there we go. 46 on the radiator itself. Now, can I fix the fan? That's tempting. Alright. You and you and you are done. Radiator fan. Radiator fan. $110. I wonder if that's the only problem. Put the throttle back on. Bad fan. Oh, the engine cover. Engine head cover, rather. And I need to put it back up on the lift to put the oil filter back on. And while that's doing that, what do we have for new vehicles? The engine working, but it's choppy. That looks new enough that it should have an OBD2. I'll get to you in just a second. Let me get a good angle on that oil filter. Now it says tapping sounds from the engine bay checkmark. I wonder if that means that all of the issues have been fixed on it. Alright. Examine mode. Here we go. OBD2 reader. Alright, so it says that all of these these are the parts that an OBD2 scanner will generally tell you the condition of. Given that the lowest one is at 67%, I have a feeling... Yeah, it's okay. 4 parts. That definitely helps. So there is a timing issue that needs to be fixed. I wonder if some of these parts are also these parts. Either way, let me close that hood and move it off to the right lifter. And then this guy needs some oil. I think, because I know that if you drain the oil out without this thing underneath the car, then it costs you money. But I don't know if it costs you money for putting way too much oil in. Okay, so not assembly mode, disassembly mode. Alright, so I need the belt, which needs all of these pulleys and whatnot taken off. Oh, right, alright. Serpentine belt A, so I can take off serpentine belt B. And then all of these fun pulleys. Get out of the air filter. Alright, and that should be all I need to take off the timing cover. And then the timing belt. And was there anything else offhand? Let me check the order. Alright, none of those parts were the parts. Timing belt, water pump, and belt tensioner. Did I grab the water pump? I can get rid of that. I did grab the water pump. And the only thing I can fix is a timing cover that I don't want to try because it's already pretty good. But it does look like I'm out of time once again. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.